Let's begin with a discussion of the table layout that was used to implement the graphical user interface for the tip calculator. So on the screen here I've got a diagram that shows you the rows and the columns of our table layout. Now a table layout is a subtype of linear layout that basically arranges a bunch of table row objects vertically. And each table row object represents a row in the table layout, and within a table row we can have columns representing the different columns in the table layout. In this particular table layout you can see that we have a total of 6 rows, and we've numbered them row 0 through row 5, and we have 4 columns. Columns are numbered from 0, so we have columns 0, 1, 2, and 3. And you can see by looking at the various components that most of the components occupy one cell in the table. And there are a couple of them that occupy multiple columns. So for example, this edit text at the top of the graphical user interface spans a total of 3 columns, and this seek bar spans a total of 2 columns. Also, you'll notice in row number 1, which is the second row, that the first column is empty, and then we have our text views in columns 1, 2, and 3, respectively. So as we design the GUI, we're going to have to specify for certain controls that they span multiple columns, and in the case of row number 1, we're going to have to designate that the first item we place in that row should be placed into column 1, and as we place other items into that row, they will automatically continue with the next column, column 2 and then column 3, respectively. Now, typically, as we design each GUI, we're going to have a diagram like this one that you now see on the screen, which is showing you the complete set of control names that we used in our source code. So one of the things about our naming conventions is that in the variable names for each individual control, we put the class name of that control, which helps you as you go build these GUIs on your own. So for example, if you look here, we see bill text view, which is pointing to the bill total text here. That is a text view, and this one here says that 10% is a text view, and over here bill edit text says that this item is an edit text. So for every single control, we've built the class name into the control name to help you understand better which types of controls we're using in the graphical user interface. In the next video, we're actually going to start building this GUI.